Welcome to Worth It or Waste of Time. Today we were reviewing The Amateur. Would you like to give us a summary on that?
Yes, I'll give the summary. I don't remember what year this came out. It was either 2025.
25, yep.
Was it last year? It's got Rami Malek in it. The Amateur is based on this CIA agent, I guess. He's not an agent, though. He just starts out as an analyst. He's a CIA analyst working in the decryption department. He's married, he's got a wife, and then at one point early on in the movie, his wife is killed in a terrorist attack. And he, Rami Malek, as the CIA analyst, decides he wants to get revenge on the people that killed his wife.
That killed his wife.
On the terrorist group, right? Yeah. And so it kind of goes through how this nerdy guy, this guy who knows Excel really well, is going to be able to learn everything that he needs to be able to take out this criminal organization that obviously he's been doing this for many, many years. So yeah, that's what the premise of the movie is. It's kind of a revenge story. Yeah. I mean, it is a revenge story, and it goes through about what he would do to get revenge for his wife's death and coming to terms with that. So let's go ahead and just jump right into what you liked about the movie.
The thing that stuck out most to me during this movie, and the thing that I liked the most, was how he kills off each of the group differently one by one. I feel like I like stories and games where you kill things off one by one in like a list. Like, I know in Ghost of Yotei, Ghost of Yotei,
the game,
you kill them all off one by one, and that sounds fun. And in the movie, this works really well, and I think that's what I liked the most about it. And another thing I really liked was the acting of the main character, the nerdy guy.
Rami Malek.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of who else. It has Lawrence Fishburne in it, too, in this one. He plays an experienced CIA agent who's training Rami Malek. I don't actually remember what his name is in the movie. You remember the character's name? Anyway, what did I like about it? I also liked the premise. I'm a big fan of revenge movies. I love Taken. It's a really good movie in my mind. This one kind of, the way it starts, I think, is got a good foundation to making a really good movie of, this guy who doesn't understand all these things. Nobody really cares or seems to care that his wife was killed, and they're like, oh, we're going to do everything we can, but they're not really doing anything, right? His director that he's talking to, not the director of the CIA, one below that person, is like, we'll let you know, we're doing everything we can to bring these people to justice. And he's like, that's not good enough. Give me details, I want to help. He's a smart dude, right? Obviously he can use surveillance and he can figure out where things happen. And he learns all of this information about this terrorist group. And he presents it to his manager, leader, director, whatever the guy is.
Director of the CIA or whatever.
And the other guy just seems to be like, oh yeah, we already know this. If you already know all this, why aren't you doing anything about it? And so he gets really frustrated, takes things to his own hands. He's a smart dude. I like that you can see his intelligence come into play in some of these things. So that's cool.
Yeah.
What else? I like Rami Malek. I think he's a good actor too.
I've never seen him in anything.
I gotta say, I wasn't as impressed with his acting in this movie though, compared to some of the other stuff I've seen.
What else was he in?
He was in Bohemian Rhapsody. I haven't seen that though. I've seen some of the episodes of that one TV show he was in. He plays a nerdy guy in that too. That was pretty good.
He likes to be the nerdy guy, I guess.
Yeah. So I'm going to go and switch over now to things I didn't like, because there are quite a few more of those things. The biggest one for me is how it ended. It builds up this whole thing about how he wants revenge on there's four terrorists, right, that are responsible for the kidnapping, and one of them for the killing of his wife. And for the other three, he's told by Lawrence Fishburne at one point that, you just don't have it in you. You can't be that agent type guy. You can't kill people. You can't pull the trigger, which ends up being mostly true because he can't actually shoot people, like when it comes down to it. But then he decides to find other ways to kill these people. Like one of them, he's going to use allergies from this first woman who's in the terrorist group, and kill her by her allergies. But then it ends up not being that way, and she gets hit by a car. The second one, he blows up a pool to make the guy fall to his death. Third one, he just blows the guy up, right? Yeah. And I'm like, it's trying to paint this picture of it's okay, that he's killing them these other ways by not shooting them. It's the same thing, and I don't like that it's trying to say that one of these is a better way to do it than the other. I don't know. And the biggest issue I had was with the very last guy. He doesn't even kill him. Like, he decides in the end that he's got enough, and he's got enough blood on his hands, or he's met his quota for people he's killed, and he decides, I feel like I've avenged my wife, even though I'm not going to kill the guy that actually pulled the trigger.
Points the gun to his head, and,
You know-
and he's like, I just wanted to make you feel what my wife felt in that moment. Doesn't even kill him.
And doesn't, yeah, and that's,
like-
I mean, it's a little spoilery, but it spends the whole movie building up this cathartic journey, and then decides at the very end that catharsis is overrated, and I'm just like, huh? Where it's just like, in Taken, for example, it's very like, I'm getting revenge and you're all gonna die because you stole my daughter. It's way more cathartic. I love that part of it way, way more. It's almost like this movie, for everything that he went through, it's like he ordered the spiciest wings on the menu, and in the end, he got wings with ketchup. It's silly. It's like, why do you not commit to like showing you that this guy really could do what he didn't think he could do originally, so that you can have that payoff in the end of getting closure and revenge on his wife dying. But I guess maybe the message at the end is you don't need to kill people to get that closure. I don't know. I didn't get that part of it. Yeah, I guess the other thing is, I mentioned that this isn't my favorite performance of Rami Malek's, and I think there's something about his performance that I didn't buy. And I'm not sure exactly that. Let's get into categories right now, because we're talking about acting. There's part of the way he expresses himself that is good, and part of it that I'm not like, I don't see a lot of expression. I think his eyes can be very expressive, but I'm wondering if it's his mouth. The way he does his expressions seems very, he's got the same kind of expression almost in all of his acting, which is weird to say, because I think this guy won the best actor for Bohemian Rhapsody. But again, in this movie in particular, I didn't buy the acting in parts of it. It was very wooden. It felt very wooden.
I'd have to disagree with
That's
you on
fine,
that
yeah.
one, because I feel like he felt like a very recognizable character and a unique character, and I feel like he's memorable in my opinion. Like, I'll remember this guy after I watch this movie.
Okay, fair enough. I also, another thing I didn't like about the acting specifically was the relationship between him and his wife at the beginning.
Oh, yeah.
I really did not buy their relationship. They had like zero chemistry at the beginning of it. And so I didn't have, when it came to her dying and the emotional him wanting revenge, it just didn't have the punch that most revenge movies need, I felt like.
I guess another thing though was we also didn't see the full thing. Like, we saw them for like 3 minutes and she dies.
Yeah,
4
well,
minutes into the movie and we only see 3 minutes of
In
them
the,
together.
in those 3 minutes that they were together, though, I did not buy their relationship. It didn't feel like they were, I don't know.
I mean, but then again,
No
would you
chemistry.
buy any relationship that you only see for 3 minutes on screen?
Maybe not. Maybe that was a problem with the story.
Yeah.
All right, going on to soundtrack. It didn't stick out to me. I listened to it and I tried to notice, especially during the credits. I'm like, do I like the soundtrack? I'm like, it's okay. It's kind of generic in my mind. It didn't really catch me, so I wasn't a huge fan of the soundtrack.
Same thing. I didn't even know there was a soundtrack.
Special effects. There weren't a lot of special effects other than the
bridge breaking explosions and getting.
Oh
hit by
yeah,
a car.
that was actually cool though. I'll admit that. Not the bridge, but the when they broke the pool and it collapsed.
Oh yeah, breaking the.
That
pool.
was cool. That was a really cool part. I don't know if they actually did that. Like that was.
I hope not.
I mean, I don't know. That was a cool part to see the guy swimming in the pool and then he blows it up and it collapses down. 17 stories or 20. I don't know how many stories it was. Yeah. That was a cool part.
Story.
And then story.
I liked the story a lot.
Story was, again, it was a good story. I just felt like it was a missed beat at the end. It's kind of a story about how the CIA underestimates what giving a grieving nerd unlimited vacation days would do. Like, don't give that guy that much free time or he's going to do something with it. It was funny. Or the amount of damage a guy that knows Excel can do. Because that's really what it was. There's this nerdy guy who's like, I'm going to go do something about this. And it worked for part of it, but then it didn't have the payoff at the end, I felt like. So I even feel that the story struggled a little bit, that it wasn't as satisfying as it could have been.
Yeah. Was that all the categories?
That's all the categories we covered. I don't know if there's anything else we need to discuss with the movie. I think we can just go ahead and give our
Final score.
final score on it.
You go first.
This one, I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. It's like I said, it had some. I enjoyed watching parts of it, and I really didn't enjoy watching parts of it. It was like I enjoyed some of the story parts, but then with the ending, I was just like, it's a disappointment, honestly, in the end. So 6 out of 10, I think, is fair, again, because there were some good parts of it, and some parts I didn't like as much.
I'm gonna give the same score, a 6 out of 10. I
Yeah.
mean, it was an all right movie. You know,
it was all
it was
right.
fine. It's like maybe worth it to watch a couple of parts once. I wouldn't watch this movie more than once. It was fine.
It could have been a lot better.
It could have.
Just with a couple of changes, maybe slightly longer about their relationship, just kind of seeing them at the beginning. Because it wasn't a super long movie either. It was like just under 2
Hour 30?
hours. 2 hours? I thought it was just under 2. So they could have filled in some more just to make us buy this relationship between them and make the emotional moments hit better. And then again, the ending, I hate the term subvert expectations because they use that for movies that were legit awful, but there were no surprises in the movie, and the way the ending happened
Except not killing.
was
yeah.
so just like you expected it, and I kind of wanted to see him actually pull the trigger on the last guy, and say, I'm gonna get my revenge. You didn't think I would do this, but I'm gonna do it.
Would it be a 7 if he did pull the trigger?
Maybe, yeah, honestly. Like if he'd taken revenge at the end instead of, kind of doing what I expected, it might have been a 7, but it's a 6. So, are we going to say worth it or waste of time for a 6 out of 10?
Worth
it? I'm going to say worth it.
Worth it once, and that's it. Worth it
it's-
to watch. I would say it's worth it to watch only the parts where the people die.
It was worth it to see. It was fairly enjoyable, and it kind of kept me interested during the movie. So I would say it's worth it to watch it one time. But I'm kind of with him. I don't think I'd watch it more than once. I don't think I'll watch it again. So that's our take. Give us yours, and we will see you on the next one. Bye.